Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters, Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, also a doctor, has two children, Catherine and Martin, and their nephew Andre, and they were once very happy until Ted's secret came back, bringing a daughter and her crazy mama with it. And then there's Danny, who was married to Bill, and they had two daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. But after 30 years, Bill left Danny to marry Haley, who was his daughter Naomi's best friend, and moved her into the Dupree family's gated community. And there's been nothing but drama ever since, and we love it. The Duprees are a classy bunch, but are they really who they seem to be? Because things seem to change every day. Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it, because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates.
Gatekeepers,
Get in here. The tea was hot. Get in here. The tea was hot. Open up the gates and get in here. Gatekeepers, get in here.
what?
Turning off my air conditioner, I let it run all the way up. Baby, I was over here getting down. That tea is hot song. I ain't gonna lie, I be liking that. I be liking that song. Am I the only one? Am I alone? Am I alone in my foolishness? Let me know, because I be over here getting. Miss Lil Harden, I want to thank you first of all for just remembering to put the hashtag down there for us, because baby, they trying to come for our name, but we ain't giving it to them. We ain't giving it to them. Tony Lynn gave us that name. We are the gatekeepers. We was the gatekeepers first, and we're going to keep on being the gatekeepers. So just hashtag them till we tired, till it brings them right over here. Right over here. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Beyond the Gates Unlocked. And thank you for joining me here on the So What You Think channel for the recap of Beyond the Gates. I also want you to know that I want to know what you think too. So get down in those comments and share your opinions. The tea was piping hot today. I'm not going to lie. Now, don't forget that when you comment, that's how you become an official gatekeeper. And over here, that's why we call ourselves the gatekeepers, because, baby, we be over here Monday through Friday watching on what's going and coming behind these gates like it's our job. We do. They ain't like we on payroll. We love the gossip about these doggone Duprees like they real, even though we know they not now. So everybody calm down. We know they're not real, but it's more fun to gossip about them like they is. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Be like, oh, so-and-so is a summer mama. So we love that. Now, after a few laughs about how the episode went down, we will also take a deeper dive into the storylines and characters, in addition to sharing our suspicions and theories on what we think will happen next. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Why would you want to miss out on all this? Why would you? You want to keep the channel growing, don't you? We're only 10 people away from being at 2,300 subscribers, and I would like to see that number happen. So drag your friends over here, kicking and screaming. We don't care how they come, okay? Now, we are serious about the like button over here. In fact, it's the only thing that we require of you to do. Everything else is voluntary, but we are serious about our like button. In fact, We have an officer of the like button, and Miss Belinda, if she don't see those likes going the way they should, she will pull this broadcast to a complete halt until she sees them goes up. So when you see this video,
Hey, you, hit the like button.
just go on and hit the like button so that we can proceed. Just hit the like button so we can proceed. Because anytime Linda show up and Linda say, hit the video, I got to pause until the numbers go to where she said they go. So let's avoid all that. Let's just go on and hit the like button, okay? We also have some wonderful mods and official greeter over here, our mod squad. And our mod squad sees to it that the chat runs smoothly. So please follow their guidelines because, baby, they will time you out with the quickness. And Tony Lynn, who is our official greeter over here, always sets the tone for us to behave ourselves. So say hello to them, please. Hello, Mod Squad. Hello, Tony Lynn. How you doing? How y'all doing? I know that one of our members is all the way in Jamaica, her in Jamaica having a good time, a good time. She sent us video of where she is. It's really nice, really nice, really nice. And I think that Bilo is preparing to do her grand show with a really big artist in the gospel industry because she sings in her choir. So, yeah, we got things happening. We be busy. We be busy. These mods be busy. Destiny in school, trying to be, she doing her thing. Okay, so I'm trying to tell y'all, these ladies be busy, but I'm so grateful for them and you too, Tony Lynn. Now, if you want to and you feeling like it and the spirit hits you and you want to send a little thanks to the channel, go ahead on and do that. No pressure. Send a sticker or super chat. But on Fridays, we have a goal on Friday. We're gonna do a goal on Friday now. But Monday through Thursday, y'all can skate through. You can skate through. But anyway, if you feel like you want to give something like a sticker, super chat, please feel free to do so. If you want to hit the cash app because you want it to come directly to me, then you can do that. Let's see. Tony Lynn says, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, but live in Toronto, Canada, the majority of my life. Now, Tony, that must make for a very interesting accent. Must. It must. It must be a beautiful accent. Okay, now, gatekeepers, oh, okay. I don't want to forget this part. We don't want to. We want to protect our name. We want to protect our name. So please throw the hashtag down in the chat for me. It's hashtag time. Hashtag BTG Gatekeepers. Yay! Tony, one of my favorite movies or series was Anne of Green Gables, and I know that was supposed to be based in Canada, and it was just beautiful. And I like their accent. You're right; they have an interesting accent over there, and I really like their accent. So yeah, hit the do the hashtag for me down there, and I'd appreciate that. Now let me check out and see who of my superstars are down here in the super. Hold on 1 second. Let me move this. Can I drag this down here? Yes, I can. I'm tired of looking for it. Okay. Wait. Don't move nothing now. I mean, I want to move something, but stop doing that. I want to put all my graphics together so I can stop looking for them. Okay. All right. So now let me pull out my romper room mirror and see which of my superstar gatekeepers are down here in the comments section typing.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Woodlinda Bias is down there in the comments with her wrench. And she says, greetings, Miss B, Tony Lynn, Belinda Hill, and mods. Elaine T is in the house. Our New York sisters in the house. And she says, this was a surprisingly good episode, wasn't it, though? Ooh, it was juicy. There's a lot for us to tear apart tomorrow night. We ain't going to do too much today, but tomorrow, baby, we're going to tear it up. Also down in the comments is Tony Lynn. He says, greetings, salutations, gatekeepers, mod squad, cousin Lynn, Miss Jen. Hope you all are having a marvelous day and wishing you a splendid evening and night. Also down in the comments section is E-Daddy. E-Daddy, we don't get you much on a Thursday, so we're glad to have you here. Thank you, E Daddy. He says, good evening, gatekeepers. And Miss Lil Harding is also down in the comment section. Hey, Miss Lil. Terry Anthony has made it down to the comment section, and so has Stephen Hoskins, along with Blatant Truth. Hey, you guys, they all say, hey, gatekeepers, sunblocked, and good evening, gatekeepers, Miss J and Tony Lynn and Mod Squad, Stephen said, and Blatant Truth says, good evening, gatekeepers. The tea was super hot today, was it not? Oh, Miss Lil says hello to Miss Jen, gatekeepers and mods. And also, who else do we have down here in the comments section? I think I said Stephen Hoskins. Yes, I did. And Karen J has made it down there. Hey, girl. And also, Miss Peach Fuzz 1204 says, greeting everybody and greetings to you too. And did I miss anybody? Yeah, okay. Stephen says, today's episode was volcanic. Oh, and it was. It was boom. It was really good. It was good. It was good. All right, well, I tell you what, let's unlock these gates and let's see what went on today in our little city. I got something stuck in my tooth. Hold on. All righty, and then. Okay, so today's, I'm about to start talking without pulling these pictures up. After all I have to go through to get these pictures up, I know you a lie girl. Today's episode was, hey, Jasmine Williams. Today's episode was 107, the 107th episode, written by Michelle Valjean, Robert Gouza Jr., Robert Calviati, Cheryl L. Davis, and it was directed by our favorite director, Philo Xavier. So we are very glad that we get a chance to review one of his. Oh, and you know what? Philo got to do he got to do another really hot episode. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. And because we was loving it, so we must have loved everything that he directed over there today and did. Well, it kicks off with Naomi still pressing Ashley. She's like, girl, you better tell me what went on. And she's still flashing back to that day when Naomi said, I'm sorry, when the nurse was telling her that Haley had rejected having the ultrasound done. And so Naomi was like, listen, if it's something going on, then you better tell me. Now, I don't blame her. You better get to talking. You better get to talking. Now, you know what? Let me pause and say something. So, um, I'm trying to think of her name. I can't think of her name, but the actress who plays Danny. No, I'm sorry. Daphne. Okay, Daphne, the one who plays Dr. Nicole. Daphne did a video yesterday talking about how we need to. She just wanted to thank everybody that has something to do. Hey, Brenda Hill. Uh, Hold on. Brenda Hill says this show is not interesting and makes no sense. Oh, well, that's all we reviewing over here, Brenda Hill. So I don't know if you want to stay for the review, child, but that's all we talking about. Okay, so anyway, she was saying how she wanted to thank um, everyone who was involved with putting the show together, right? Or maybe she's talking about this show. Maybe girl, are you talking about me recapping the show? Because I don't know which one you talk about. But anyway, let me get back to this. So she was saying that she wanted to thank everybody who was involved with making this show work, from people who were janitors to people who did their hair, their makeup, to people who do the sound, the craft people, because she said it was so impressive and so it's so loving and such a great environment behind the scenes that she just wanted to thank everyone. She says usually the actresses and the producers and the writers, like the main writers, get all of the, you know, um, adulation, not adulation, you know what I'm trying to say. They get all of the pomp of circumstance. But she's like, but I wanted to take a minute to just thank all of them. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start also at the top of the show saying who did what. I might start doing who did wardrobe and makeup and stuff like some of those things as well. Just some of the stuff that we really like, we may include on who did what, because all it takes an army to put the show together. Now, getting back to this. So anyway, Naomi was still pressing Ashley, and she's like, "Girl, you better tell us what it is. Tell me exactly what went on with Haley and this baby." And she's like, "Girl, I can't tell you." She was like, "Girl, you better tell me if something's going on. You better get to talking." Now, Danny was trying to help Haley. She's screaming for anybody. Somebody help me, somebody. But then you gonna scream at Danny, the one person you know at the room, not to touch you? And where did Randy come from? Because in this first shot, he ain't there. Where Randy came from? But anyway, um, she was like, "Don't you touch me." And I'm thinking, now how is this supposed to be Danny's fault that you start bleeding? I mean, it was her fault when something else happened before that was fake, and now it's her fault that this is happening. This is fake too. Girl, help us make it. I mean, unless I guess you're trying to slowly whittle away and trying to make Bill just hate her forever. Like forever, you can say that she made you all lose your first child from the stress that she put you under. You walked up to this lady's table talking reckless, and she talked reckless back to you, and then you took off in there and got that fake blood and throwed it everywhere. Why, you know? And ain't that blood the wrong color to be blood from where it was supposed to came from with a baby girl? I'm just saying. Next time, get the darker blood, girl, because you got that bright red stuff that they, take out your vein. That ain't the same one, girl. That ain't the same one now. Now, Vanessa tells Doug that he needs to back off of Joy, and Joy's fine daddy Elon. But that was all that happened with that. She's like, you need to back off. But then Jacob fine daddy shows up at the casino and tells Joy that there's talk about a murder. He said, I want to talk about this murder. Now, he not in uniform. Lord. He showed you West Seville in clothes nice, don't it? Don't it though? Don't it though? Don't it though? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When he first walked in, because I'm writing and looking up, I thought this was Shamar Moore when he first walked in. I'm not gonna take no tale. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I thought it was. I was like, oh, is that who's joining the cast? But it turned out to be Jacob O. Fine Daddy. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he said, are you here for something? He said, no, I'm here to talk about a murder. And he was like, oh, really? That's what Joy was like. Oh, oh, really? Okay. Let me pause and read this one comment. Belinda Hill says, hey, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers, Tony Van Mod Squad, my apologies. I just got the notification. Of course, I hit the like button on the way in, and now I'm on the job with my situation pad. Because if y'all don't hit the like button, whenever she said hold it, we got to hold it until we get the number that she wants. In fact, let me go on and like it on this device that I have it on over here next to me, because I don't want no ticket, okay? All right, let's get back to this. So let me take this comment down. Wait. Okay. Give me a second, you guys. Let me get back to my pictures. Okay, so anyway, I didn't have my glasses on. But yeah, I thought this was Shamar Moore when he first walked in. Jacob, old fine daddy. I can't take it. Y'all need to stop. Okay, Doug sits down with Nessa, and he got an attitude about Joey. Ted getting on his nerves, judging him and his drinking on the job. I mean, who he think he is? He ain't God. Why are you jealous of Ted all of a sudden? That Ted ain't perfect. He ain't all that. And then he starts yelling out about the money laundering. What you talking about, the money laundering? Child, I don't know. I don't know. You drinking too much, Doug. You just drinking too much, dear. Mm-hmm. And Nessa told him that he better realize that Joey is very dangerous. But I don't know. He said he from the hood, so maybe that's why he ain't scared of him. I don't know. I don't know, child. Now Elon was like, I'm sorry, Joey was like, murder. That man in the park sounds like that was a random robbery to me. And Elon said, let's not play like we don't know who he was. And no one said anything to you about taking anybody out. And as chief of the police, he said the police. As chief of the police, I got to look into what happened. You kicked something off you shouldn't have kicked off. Joey says, "Well, I won't resist. Do your duty. But can I call my lawyer first? Who your lawyer, Bill? Uh, and does this mean Joey did this on his own? Did Bill really not give the order? Like, I mean, hmm, it was something to think about because I was like, hmm. Now Ashley said, let me find this right picture. Hold on one second, you guys. Okay, let me just use this one. Ashley said that she can't say nothing due to the HIPAA laws about what she know. So then they tried to do the dollar trick again. Like, I know I could give you $1, and then you could just, I could tell you, and then I'm covered. And Nicole was like, no, we can't do it that way because that could get you in some trouble down the line. And she was like, I tell you what, though, if you want to tell me about a situation with no names, then you can tell me the situation with no names. And she's like, oh, I like this shot of the room from up above, looking down on everything. I like that. hmm I want them to do more of that because we can get both characters in the frame in the room. I like that. Now, hold on, let me change this paper. Haley wants, oh, I'm at the wrong, sorry, I gotta go backwards. Haley wants Danny away from her. Get away from me. Get away from me. Girl, is it me? Or did she come out the bathroom with her hair a little more wavy than when she went in there? Hey, Shy C63, Genesis Love. Genesis is love. Is it me or did she go in there and her hair was a lot more wavy? What you do in that bathroom? But anyway, she said, I would. So Danny was like, let me call you an ambulance. So then the first thing Haley says is, an ambulance will take too long. Really? But not, but you could, they could have called him while you out here with all these theatrics though. Because Lord knows you gave a really bad school play speech for about 99 minutes. This sounded like a well-rehearsed play at an elementary school. I'd rather a total stranger take me than go with you. A total stranger. I'd rather a stranger take me, but no, I'd rather a total stranger would take me than you. Then she points out a guy in the crowd and says, you take me. And I was like, that's Randy. What is, hey, Lulu? I'm like, what is Randy doing back in town? Ain't Randy out here hiding for his life and his family and his wife? You know, we ain't never seen his wife before. We ain't never seen Randy's wife before, have we not? Haley, are you and Randy scamming? No, because Doug know him. Okay, so maybe not that, but mm-mm. You take me. You know, the writers can write these characters any way they want into any situation that they want, and we will not see it coming. We will not see it coming. But did any of y'all expect Randy? Because Lord knows I didn't. Now, he said, of course I'll help you. She says, of course, I'll help you, Mr. He says, no, she said, okay, so Haley was like, Mr. What's your name? And he says, Sammy. He said, you can call me Sammy. That's not your name, though. Your name Randy. Huh? She was screaming out, I'm pregnant. I don't feel safe with you, Danny. All of this school play stuff she hollering out. Girl, I want the crowd to hear me say that I was scared of her. I want the crowd to hear me say she had did enough. I want the crowd to see the blood. I want the crowd to hear me say I'm expected. I want the crowd to see everything. I just want the crowd to know that I said I'd rather go with a stranger than her. Girl, it was given. Okay, little girl, that was nice. The little part you did in the play. That was nice, little girl. So she and Sammy left out. Now, who is a Sammy? Davis Jr.? Who is Sammy? I know Sammy Davis Jr., but what in the bippity doppity boo is going on here? Ashley tells her that the patient, because she can't say who, she says the patient didn't have an ultrasound. She refused it. Now, some patients refuse them because they're scared. Some are scared of what the test may show. But she was acting like she had it, though. Girl, she came out there acting like she had an ultrasound, girl, but she had not had no ultrasound, though, girl. Mm-hmm. But maybe what she did was do some alternative thing. Maybe she did some alternative thing. And Naomi said, no, my daddy showed me a picture of Invisalign. And I saw it myself now. So, there is a ultrasound picture. And Ashley looked like, girl. Elon, though, was in there talking in his throat with all the air in his mouth. I like my job. I like being the chief of police. I'm not here to arrest you, but tell you to put a lid. Oh, he said, no, what he says, I'm not here to arrest you, but to tell you that I put a lid on that investigation and that it's closed. So I did you a big one here. Joey said, oh, you did me a big one? No, you did a big one for me, for you, for Ted, Bill, Vernon, Martin, and Marcel Malone. Don't come up here acting like it was just me, dog, because it wasn't just me, dog. So Elon tells Joy that they must agree that he had nothing to do with nothing, and they shake on it. But don't you know that in the midst of shaking on it, here come Deputy Dog Jacob walking in just in time to see that Lord. I was like, this is all we need. Why, Lord, why, Deputy Dog? To witness the handshake and say, now will you look at this? The chief of police hanging out with one of the shadiest characters in DC. Now, why am I not surprised? No, why are you not minding your business on one of your own cases that needs solving, little sir? Huh, little sir? Barney Fife. Barney Fife. Why you all up in Andy's business instead of out here solving the case of the cow in the yard? Now they done gave you something to do, go do it. Now back it over for Jeans. Doug and Vanessa talk on. And Doug said, I ain't scared of no Joey. And he said he scares Vanessa. So he said he scares you though. So Joey can't touch me though, Doug said. I got him right where I want him. And where is that Doug? With his hands almost around your neck? Because he about to take your drunk butt out, sir. Just keep on. If you don't calm down, Joey gonna put all 10 of them fingers around your neck. Just keep on. Now Vanessa also lets him know that Joey got a bug in his car. Now that shut him up. After all this talking and hollering, money laundering. Oh, when she said he got a bug in her car, oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Now Belinda warning y'all to hit the like button because if she said run the video, I got to run the video. Now listen, yeah, Elon is fine. delicious. Oh, a piece of the action. Delicious, delicious, yeah. You're not child. Yes. And he is. And he is. But anyway, that shut him up though. That shut you up. Hey, Des the bomb. That shut you up, child. I bet you hushed it in when she said he got a bug in your car. And sidebar, Doug got some old thick thighs, and y'all know thick thighs save lives. I'm just saying. He be at the gym now. Don't y'all say he ain't when he is. Don't say he ain't when he is. Then he was like, he got what? He did what? Vanessa was like, yeah, he got a bug in your car. He played me a tape of the conversation that you had with me when you said that you had him right where you wanted him. And he was like, oh. Mm-hmm. I was like, speak up, Doug. What you said? So Doug asked Vanessa, could she stay away from him before he ends up hurting her? Because I still care for you, even though our marriage is jacked up. She's like, I don't know now, because, I don't know. Yeah, she ain't gonna be able to do that, Doug. That's a negative. You can forget that, sir. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water, y'all. Hold on. Y'all just chatting it up down there. Okay. Now, in true, Belinda says 36 likes, 56 views. Now, in true Jacob fashion, he is talking way too much in front of Joey. So Elon asks, can he talk to his son? Because Joey was like, oh, you got your son bagging you up now? Is that what's going on? In other words, do I need to turn my attention to your son, Elon? Because he sounded like he about to be a problem. And y'all know. Hold on, I gotta plug in my charger. Hold on. Hold on. Come on, phone, plug in. All right. So, and I know he don't want him to turn his attention to his son, but this fool in here talking and running his mouth, being all reckless. You talks too much. Mm-mm. So he says, I don't know if it's a door. So this is what Joey was like. Yeah, that's what I had said. I wrote down here. I was like, Joey 5, Doug 0. Baby. Okay. All right, hold on. Belinda said we got to pause. Belinda said she writing out tickets. Belinda said we got to pause until how many likes do we need, Belinda? She gonna put it down in the chat, and we'll see what happens. And so, hit the like button, please.
Hey, you, hit the like button.
Hey, you! Oh, where's you going? Where's you going? Where you click like? You don't follow me? I don't care. Click like. You don't be scrolling past my stuff. Click the like and the share and stuff right now. Right. Hey, you! I love you. Click it.
So there are 36 likes, 52 people watching. We need 4 likes. 4 people, hit the like button so we can proceed on. 4 people, hit the like button so that we can proceed on. We need 4 more people to hit the like button. It's still at 36. We need 4 more people to hit the like button. Now it's at 38. We need 2 more people. 39. We got 1 more to go. We need 1 more people so it can hit 40 so we can go. So hit the like button. We need more and more person to hit the like button. I know you cussing and fussing. I get sick and tired. Well, listen, let me tell you something. I get sick and tired. I had to beg y'all to hit the like button. How you think I feel over here? I'm sweating up here in this hot room trying to do this here thing for y'all every single day. And then I got to come over here and beg y'all to hit the like button. Y'all think that's how I feel? So I'm going to fuss until somebody hit the like button. We need one more person to hit the like button. It's at 39. We just needed to go to 40. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. 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 That was fun. I might have to do that more often. Y'all to hit the like button just to shut me up. Okay, so anyway, let me go to this picture. Okay, so Joey, like I said, Jacob was in there running his mouth a little bit too much, right? And don't try to take no like back. All right, now, so he's in there like, oh, your son like to run his mouth, huh? Oh, this is so adorable. Your little son in here just talking. So then he says, we need to preserve this moment. He says, seeing you together like this, we need to preserve this moment. Too bad Andre Richardson ain't here to snap pictures. This is what Jacob in there running his mouth saying. So he's like, we really need to preserve this moment. It's too bad Andre Richardson ain't up in here to snap pictures. Now, why you got to bring little Andre up in this? Andre ain't got nothing to do with this mess. Andre a player. He ain't no killer. Don't put him in this. So he said, Elon said, well, Mr. Armstrong, let me have a few minutes alone with my big mouth son. He ain't said that. That's what I'm saying, because your son do got a big mouth. He's like, let me have a few moments with my son. And Joy was like, sure. I can go walk the casino anyway, make sure ain't nobody stealing my money, make sure my money is safe. So y'all go ahead and feel free to help yourself to a drink. On me, of course. So once he leaves out, Jacob found Daddy was like, well, you know, it's time for me to clock out anyway. So I'm gonna pour myself a drink. You want one? He was like, I don't want anything that Joey Armstrong got. And he said, you know what? You made a good point. So he pulls out some money and puts it on the bar. Let me leave my money for the drink. Because you're right, we shouldn't be taking no favors from this here gangster. Okay? So his dad, so I said he reached in and got the money. Okay, so Deputy Dog, he asked his son, he says, now do you feel better now that I did that? You feeling better about yourself now that I did that song? He's like, well, yeah, actually. I was so sick of Jacob today. Jacob, you was on my nerve. He said, yeah. And he asked Jacob, how you know? He said, how you know I was here anyway? And he says, well, you taught me everything I know. And Elon says, oh, you've been reduced to tailing on your own father? That's what you've been reduced to, is tailing your daddy now? He said, no, not my father, a crooked cop. Now, see, every single time I try not to advocate for nobody to lay hands on nobody, this is one of these times I think his daddy should have grabbed a hold of him. But he let that slide. He's like, yeah, I not my daddy. I was following a crooked cop. Okay. All right, then. Ashley wants to be sure that Naomi saw a sonogram. She was like, girl, yeah, I know a sonogram when I see one. Don't you remember when Giselle had that baby and had that shower and had them sonograms smeared all over the place? She was like, oh, yeah, girl. She's like, so I definitely know what a sonogram looked like. Plus, she a lawyer. Don't you know she done seen a sonogram before? What you talking about? She says, so I know when I see one. And my dad showed me that thing. And she says, it was their baby. And Ashley says, well, I don't want to speculate now, but I know your mom had a theory about this too. And she's like, what you talking about? My mama don't like, Haley, they don't be hanging out. What you talking? She says, well, you know, your mom is the one that brought her to the hospital last time she was faking symptoms. But that's what I'm saying, because that's what she was doing. She said, your mom is the one brought her to the hospital last time Invisalign was having a problem. And she declined the ultrasound. That's the day she did that. And your mom thought she was faking then too. Now, back at Uptown, Haley done left her purse. And Danny sees that she missed a call from Bill because the phone was sitting right there on the top, hanging out the purse. Now, how they got that phone to stand up like that out that purse, I don't know. Belinda said, y'all hit 10 more likes. Hit the like button. I don't know how they got that phone to stand up at that purse like that. I don't know. But it was standing up right there where she could see. This is a cute dress Danny got on too. Whoever pulls the wardrobe for this show does a great job. I have to tell y'all. But anyway, and again, I'm happy they changed the colors in this bar because it was far too one color blue, and now they got more of that royal blue in the back. Deep, pretty blue. That's nicer. We like that. Okay. Anyway, um, she was like she done left her phone up in here, and she saw that Bill had called. So she picks up her phone and she calls Bill and says, "Bill, I have to let you know something terrible happened." Now, Doug, old thick thyself, is at the table telling Vanessa it's not too late to save her and to protect herself. And that even though he said, "I'm not talking about our marriage, I'm talking about protect yourself. I want to get you out of the business with him." And but Vanessa over here valuing the money over her life. The money of your life. She was like, "Take my life, take my money." She ain't giving up the money. She was like, "Mm-mm. They just wanted to take me out." So Doug said that he didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth like everybody else had. I worked to get where I was. But Vanessa didn't think that she's gonna get caught because she's like, she don't think that Joey's gonna get caught. She's like, Joey not gonna get caught because Joey's smart. Yes, he is, and you dumb. Joey's smart, you dumb. hmm And Vanessa, that's why he needs you so he can leave you holding the bag. And Doug is trying to help you see that, girl, but you ain't gonna see it. That's why he keep telling you, get yourself clear. Mm-mm. I've done my research, and I know it's a federal crime to launder money. You can get up to 20 years if I get caught. And she don't want to go to jail. She said, well, evidently you want to go somewhere because you won't get nowhere and sit down. Mm-mm. All right, so then they go back to Jacob and his daddy. And Elon said, I'm a crooked cop? You jump into some wild conclusions here, son. And Jacob said he heard his daddy close that case out about that man in the park without an arrest or nothing. And why you do that? And Elon said, oh, now you telling me how to do my job, son? And Jacob said, I just want to know why. Because I know it must be for a good reason. And his daddy said, he said, because you a good cop and you want to listen to your superiors the way you've been taught, that's what you need to be trying to do. And then Jacob said, well, I wanted to discuss it with you, but I came to go talk to you about it. I saw you going out the back door and I followed you here. And then I found you shaking hands like y'all friends up in here. So it looks like I see evidence for a conspiracy. Child, you, okay. I always looked up to you. You the reason why I became a cop. You my role model of a good cop, and I always fought those who said any different. Because you were the example. My proudest moment in my life was getting handed my badge by you. Oh, he just had a whole I had a dream speech. I had a dream that one day we just in here just you ain't Martin Luther or the King, sir. But keep on talking. So then once he went too far, because he says, one of the proudest moments was you handed me my badge. And his dad said it was for me too. Jacob says, were you a dirty cop then too? Then his daddy went off on him and yelled at him. He says, shut your impotent, ungrateful mouth and listen hard. You keep playing this angelic choir boy routine one too many times because you've been lucky all the way up. You've been lucky this whole time that it ain't got you unalive before now. And maybe me protecting you was the wrong thing for me to do because he hasn't allowed him too much latitude to do too much. And if you pulling this with his daddy, don't you know he gonna pull it with one of these wrong cops? Huh? He says, I protected you. The law eats good cops and spits them out. And if you would climb off your high horse and look beyond your impossible, frigid, moral high horse long enough, you'd see cops are like anybody else, struggling to survive. And sometimes they trample over the weak ones who, he says, but that's necessary. But they always trying to do what they got to do to survive. And Jacob says, when good cops become criminals, then wait, no. Jacob says, why? He says, good cops become criminals, and that thin blue line disappears. That's what Jacob said. He's like, good cops become criminals, and the thin blue line disappears. Ooh, do it? I know you better not say that down to that police station. I know that. His daddy said, you toss that word criminal around real easy for somebody who decides when you want to do your job and when you don't. Didn't you recently decide not to arrest Nicole Richardson? Huh? He said, well, it was insufficient evidence. His dad said, no, it was in a public place with plenty of witnesses. And we all know that she drank out that man red cup after she got pushed up into that booth. Why you ain't asked them people? Why you ain't talk to the waitresses? Because it was people in there. So his daddy is correct. He says, see, I do my homework too. And you got her off the hook. And then what about your mother-in-law? Huh? What about your mother-in-law? She pulled a whole pow-pow out at a wedding and almost got the bride and groom. And you was Deputy Fife that night. But your wife asked you not to arrest her mama, and you didn't do it. Oh, Jacob Daddy taught school today. Oh, Jacob Daddy taught school today. He did. Oh, reality can be a beast. It can. It can. Back at Ashley's, though, Naomi is confused. My mother thinks Haley faked this? She says, well, one thing about it now, my dad and Haley are always all over each other, so it's highly possible that she's pregnant. She already got the ring on her finger, the credit card in her pocket. She says, now, that's not something that, she has to engage in. She already got it. Like, why would she need to fake a baby? She got everything. And you're right, she do got the credit card. And in my opinion, I'm going to say again, Haley, I need for you to take that credit card with no limit on it and go directly to the store and get with a designer and do something about that tacky house. Because it hurts my eyes every time we got to do a scene over here. Call me, girl. I will help you. I will help you. Now, Naomi said, any self-respecting gold digger would just sit back and relax. She ain't got to have no baby, let alone a fake one. And then Ashley said, maybe Haley is now y'all lean in now. Everybody lean in, because this is what Ashley said. Ashley said, maybe Haley, hey Erica J, maybe Haley is afraid your dad will leave her for your mama. And Naomi said, no, they're done dealing with each other. There's no way my mom would even take him back. You don't hear the names that she calls him when ain't nobody looking. Thank you, Erica, for stopping through to say hey. Yeah, she said, my mama wouldn't take him back. You don't hear the names that she be calling him. She be calling him everything but a boop-a-dop bop. She be calling him everything. She calls him Beelzebub. She calls him everything. Okay? So she said, Ashley said, but exes can keep a strong hold on you, especially when a relationship is so good for so long. And we all know they was married for 30 years. Hard ass 30 years. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She says, and that kind of history can have a stronghold on you. Now, didn't I just tell y'all this yesterday? And here it is in the script today. Because life be doing what it do. When a man loves a woman, yeah, you can't come in and tramp it up over that. Like he'll play with that for a while. Like you ever see a kid play with something, he like, "Ooh, this is a nice shiny toy." You go in and play with that shiny toy, and he be like, "You know what I miss? I miss the toy that I know how it work and how it go and all that." You know what this is? This is like having a phone that you know exactly how to operate it in the dark of the night. You know how to do everything on that thing. You know everything about that phone, and then they go and upgrade some stuff, and then you trying to figure out you tanking around with stuff. That's what happens. And then every now and then you just want to mess with your old phone. I'm just saying. But anyway, this was Ashley. This was the writers who done floated it into the script today that there's a possibility that they may end up back with each other for whatever reason it may be. Ooh, wee. Even though I don't want to see that happen, I don't want to see them back together. Now, Naomi said, maybe you're right. So then Naomi's like, you know what? let me let me get back to what you, because you called me over here and she says, you know what, we ain't got to talk about that. I wanted to talk about Derek and Andre Richardson. And she's like, really? She said, yeah, but we can talk about that later, don't worry about it. You got a lot in your brain already. And Naomi says, okay, well, I appreciate it, thanks, I'll get back with you, promise, we'll circle back around to your stuff. And then she leaves out, right? Now Bill wants to know what's wrong because Danny called him. Did she collapse? Well, did you leave her there? And Danny says, no, I offered to take her to the hospital, but she left here with a stranger to take her. He was like, you let a stranger take her? She was like, absolutely not. I tried to get her to let me take her, but she did not want me to take her. And she says, and Bill, while we at it, you know I would never do anything to hurt an innocent baby, don't you? And he says, let me put the picture up so I can say it like he said it. He says, I know that, Danny. I know that, Danny. Mm-hmm. Now, she also told him that he needed to get on to the hospital because she's going to need you. And when she hangs up, though, there was Randy, a.k.a. Sammy. And Danny asked, where is Haley? Is the baby okay? Is she okay? Is the baby okay? And he quieted and they went to a commercial. Randy got some nice guns too, does he not? Now see, Andre, this is how you wear a short sleeve top. I'm just saying that. I ain't picking on his arm. I'm just saying. That's how you wear a short sleeve top. You don't want a short sleeve top. That's the see Jacob Daddy. See Jacob Daddy. See Jacob Daddy arm. I'm just saying that's how you wear one. Anyway, they ended up going to commercial, right? So then change this picture. Jacob said, because we back over to Jacob now. Hold on. Where is that picture at? I'm just gonna use this. Okay. So then hold on, let me make sure I ain't missed nothing here. Okay, so they went to commercial. Okay. All right, page 7. I usually only have 6 pages of script, but here in the past few episodes, they've had so much dialogue that it has taken 8 pieces of paper, 8 pages. So that there's a lot more dialogue in here. So yeah. Belinda says we need 15 more likes, 41 are watching, 64 viewing. It's painless. Hit the like button.
Hey, you! Oh, where's you going? Where's you going? Where you click like? You don't follow me? I don't care. Click like. You don't be scrolling past my stuff. Click the like and the sharing stuff. right now. Right, hey you, I love you, click it.
Hit the like button. That's all we're saying. Now, Jacob daddy, his old fine daddy, continues to talk to him. He says, remember how you called me down to Orphans and you was upset that you couldn't arrest Danny when you were supposed to? And I told you that you were being hard on yourself. And you said that you had a duty to do and held back and was worried. Hold on, I'm about to have a coffee fit. I done talked my throat dry. Thank you for the 70 people who are watching. Please hit the like button on your way in. I appreciate you. Love you. So anyway, he says, remember that? And I told you that you were being unnecessarily hard on yourself because you have a duty to your job, a duty to your wife, and a duty to your family. Hold on, let me pull out this horse. Hold on, you guys. He said, you have a duty to all these things, right? And a good cop has to rely on his judgment. You didn't need to arrest her. She ended up turning herself in. So see how that worked out? But you seem to think that you can break the rules when you want to. But if anybody else does that, then we must face the wrath of Detective Jacob Hawthorne. Because you know his daddy is the top boss, applesauce. Either remind you, you ain't nothing but a detective, sir. Calm down. But anyway, he says, then we all got to face your wrath? Well, who is you that we got to face your wrath? Detective. Good cop, bad cop is what you go and do in these streets, not against your brothers in blue. And certainly not your father. Not your fine daddy. Looking a little bit like Denzel to me right here, right now. Okay, it's giving Denzel. It is. Let me stop looking at the screen and keep on reading. And that's where they left that off. So then they go back to Doug and Nessa down to Orphans. And Doug said that he won't expose Joey's money laundering scheme. And I'm doing it for you, Vanessa. You are still the mother of my children. And although our marriage is in shreds, I don't want to see Darnell and Deanna's mother hauled off to prison. So we get the kids' names again. So something's telling me the kids will be coming home soon, maybe so they can help their daddy put the Alizé and the Royal Crown and what's that other stuff y'all be drinking? What's that dark liquor everybody be drinking? Just be messing up everything. Because I don't drink, so I can't think of the name of it. What's the one men like? That dark liquor. Well, Hennessy. He need to put that Hennessy bottle down. But he's like, so you the mother of my children. I don't see nothing happen to their mother hauled off to prison. And he wants to know what to do about the thing in his car. And she said, leave it there. Just leave it there. Don't bother it. And he says, well, I tell you what I'm going to do. Find out what music Joey hates, because I'm about to blast it till I can't blast it no more. Stephen Hoskins says that Johnny Walker. Yeah, he's about to blast it. And they kind of laugh about that. He says, I just want to keep you safe, Vanessa. And she told him that he's doing the right thing. So she got him to calm down for now. But girl, he been sitting here drinking coffee. He ain't had no more of that Hennessy. That Remnant. That Beaujolais. That Ripple. That Slit Malt Liquor Bull. Now, Danny is talking to Randy Sammy. This is his name now. His name is Randy Sammy. Randy Sammy said the nurses took her straight away to the ER. Now, let's not go too fast on this, because we're going to need all these facts later. He said that the nurses took her straight to the ER. He's just back to get her phone and her purse. Danny said, I'll take it to her right now. And Randy Sammy said, actually, Mrs. Hamilton was clear that she didn't want to see you. Sidebar. Says Bill be down there at the casino. Don't Randy know him? Okay, but anyway. He says, I'm going to take it to her. And she says, no, you don't know her. I'm going to take it to her. He says, no. He says, what's your name again? And she said, Danny Dupree. And he says, yep, that was the name she said. He told Danny, he said, just take my advice, right? Steer clear of the hospital. Steer clear of the hospital. Because you don't want to stress her or the baby out right now. What baby? But Danny says, you know what? Maybe you're right. And she gives him the purse. Then she says, wait, what's your name? Sandy? You look familiar. And he says, yeah, I got one of those faces. I guess I just got one of them faces. Anytime somebody tell you they got one of them faces, when you know them, some up. 8 times out of 10. He says, I get a lot of that. I have one of them faces. Danny says, yeah, well, I'm just glad that you were there to help her. And I hope she don't lose the baby. He says, I'm just glad. I was just glad to be here to help her. And I hope she don't lose the baby. And Danny says, yeah, me too. Nah. Haley ain't at no ER. She at home. Haley is not at the ER. Haley is at home, wig freshly combed out and smoothed out once again. Not quite as wet, a little more wavy. Makeup still intact. Blood off of her hands and in her pajamas. Sidebar. So the reason why Danny probably recognizes Randy is because remember when her and Pamela were at the casino gambling? Randy worked then, didn't he? Just a question. Anyway, Haley ain't got her butt at no ER. What is this that she picked up? Because it's not, what is that? The paper falling off the, okay, now I realize that is a tablet. But why? Oh, they got it covered up so that they don't see the Apple symbol in the back. Okay, now I got it. Because I was like, what is that? Okay, so all of a sudden now seeing it on this screen, I see that it is like a iPad. The doorbell rang, and that's why she picked it up. Okay, because I was confused. I'm like, what is that? Okay, so she picks up an iPad because the doorbell rang, and Naomi comes in. And Haley said, if you're here for your dad, he left town. Naomi said, I wanted to talk to you. Are you okay? And Haley said, I'm better. But what's up, Naomi? And Naomi said, I have a question. Why you lie about that ultrasound? That's right, girl. Just get right to it. Now, back at the casino, Vanessa done come in, and Elon is gone. And she comes in and said that she spoke with Doug, and he won't be making any more trouble. But we all know that for gangster styles, that's not enough. That's not nearly enough. Doug is back at all places Orpha-Jeans. Looked like he had got a new phone. He was taking it out of the box. He just dials Randy's number. I guess they load up all your contacts and stuff. But anyway, he calls this number and it rings right in the next booth. And he sees that Randy Sammy, hold on, you guys. He sees that Randy Sammy is in the next booth. And he's like, are you crazy showing your face in town? And yeah, and I'm like, and in Orpha-Jeans and all. So listen, you was at Orpha-Jeans today and at Uptown today. What, you still hungry? You at the two most popular places where everybody be at? I'm lost. I'm lost. Now, Danny is at Uptown, reliving the scene of Haley all up in her face, screaming and carrying on, "Get away from me! I'm scared of you! Oh my God!" She over there drinking and gulping down her martini, shaken, not stirred. She gets a text from Andre that says that he wants to talk to her. Girl, this day just ain't getting no better for you. Because I guess he getting ready to tell you he about to break up with you. But see, look at here, look at here, look at here, look at here. I thought you told Ashley you was just going to call her, but now you want to get together. I guess. I don't know. We're going to see. But if she gulped down her drink and she left, she was like, okay, I could use some of that because I know today is today. Now, Naomi want to know, why did you lie? And Haley said, where is this coming from? Did y'all see how cool and how she switched up? Where is this coming from? You had Ashley snoop around in my confidential medical records? And Naomi says, now you know she wouldn't do that. She was like, yeah, you're right. Well, who told you that? Because you clearly think you know something. Naomi, she says, you clearly think you know something. And then Bill walks in. And Haley says, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Atlanta. Bill said, Danny called. Are you okay? So let me get this right now. Let me get this right. I'm chewing on this halls, y'all. Hold on. So let me get this right. Let's get the score. Then Haley is bleeding profusely. Had to be taken to the ER by a stranger. You done made it all the way back home. You didn't call your husband while you was at the hospital because you know you don't need your phone to do that. You could have used somebody else's phone. I'm sure he's in your emergency contacts, girl. So you ain't called your husband while you bleeding profusely from the wound to let him know that little retainer has been lost. You don't ask the man who, the stranger you in the car with, to call. You don't ask the nurses to call. You done made it all the way back home, had time to change, put on your luxurious silk pajamas and get up on the couch. And you still ain't called your man? And has Bill been to the hospital? Is that why he down here back at the house? Because he didn't go to the hospital. Haley told you to go. I mean, I'm sorry. Danny told you to go to the hospital. So has he been over there already? Huh? Did he? Huh? Did he? So when he comes in, he was like, are you okay? And she said, no, I'm not okay. We lost our baby, Bill. Little retainer. Oh my God. No, wait, she wasn't crying. Let me take that back. That's another thing to throw me. She wasn't crying. He was like, are you okay? She was like, yes. No, I'm not okay. We lost our baby, Bill. Little Invisalign, little retainer. Little retainers no more. This line heifer. This line heifer. All right, y'all, let's take a closer look at today's episode and peer into the keyhole. We call this Through the Keyhole in order to see exactly what went on today on this episode. We got to unpack the things a little deeper. So what say you guys? Hold on, let me take this picture down. Hold on, you guys. Okay, so what say you guys as we peer deeper into the keyhole of today's episode? Does Haley know Randy Sammy? If so, what's your theories? Does she know him? What do you guys think? Looking a little deeper into the episode, what do you think? So what do you think? Does Haley and Randy? I mean, does Haley, Randy, Sammy know each other? And if so, what's your theories on how? Naomi will get her mother and Star to investigate, honey. Oh yeah, Danny gonna get to the bottom of this here. Linda says, "Oh God, too heifer, she make my butt ache." Haley and Randy know each other. Yeah, that was so staged. She's when she was like, "I need you." So you just pop up from no, nah, baby. Something is up here. Something's up here. Were y'all scamming the Duprees? What to get money from them? Is Randy your husband, girl? Haley knows Randy Sammy. Haley knows Randy Sammy. Maybe they grew up together or they're related. Haley is going to be found out. Count on it. Is Randy her long lost relative? But listen. Remember when she made that call? Let's have some echoes from the manor right now. Let's echo. We're going back in time. Remember when she made that first call and she said she was just checking on you? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? Are you okay? Did you need anything? Ain't that the kind of thing you say to somebody on the run? Huh? Ain't it, huh? Okay. Sounds like they planned it. The plan was to scam Bill. Is he her brother? Randy was that phone call she made. Blackberry, we ain't seen you a lot. Hey, Blackberry, I hope Joey and Marcel catch Randy's silly self. He done pissed me off. Could Randy be her husband? We don't know. Haley was talking to Randy. She was talking to somebody. But hey, Double A. But you know what? I like the way these people write. Because ain't none of us seen this coming, did we not? And Maurice, the guy who plays this role, said that I saw it somewhere where he said he only has so many more episodes. No, we're going to need you to get more episodes. The same way they wrote Nurse Messy in here, we need you written up in here too, sir. See, you have entered the chat now, Randy. Randy, you have entered the chat, baby. And we need you here. We need you clocked in. We do. Besides that, Nurse Messy need a man. Okay? So just clock on in, sir. You might be the dude for cat. The Haley, Leslie both have one thing in common. Scamming the Duprees. Them no good. Where is Randy Sammy's baby mama and child? Right. Precisely. That first call Haley made right after Randy was supposed to leave town running from Joy. See, now I got to run back and see did her and Randy ever come in contact with each other? Did they? E-Daddy, where you at? Did they ever come in contact with each other? Haley and Randy and Haley? We never saw it coming. Oh, we never. Now, Miss Jen, I didn't see Randy and Haley. I did not. He is Doug's age. Is he her dad? Wait now. Nope, I think she the baby mama. Where was she at before she showed up staying with the Hamiltons? Why did she need to stay with the Hamiltons? She went to college. Now we got questions. I knew when he laid eyes on me that he was mine. Not that he wanted me. I knew the second Bill laid eyes on me that man was mine. Ooh. Blackberry says, I read in Soap Digest this month on Beyond the Gates is unlikely duo are going to get married. Yeah, and I think that's going to be Andre and Ashley. All right, you all, let's get our eye back up to the keyhole and let's see if we can think about this now. Could leaving her purse behind mean she really is in an emergency situation? Could she have been so worried, so scared? I ain't even asking that question because the answer to that is no. Double A says Haley is more dangerous than Leslie. Leslie is upfront. Haley is sneaky. She is. We need more background when she right. This show wears me out. Listen, this is why I told listen. I can't review no other show. I ain't got time. This show is 5 days a week. I can't do it. So I'm devoted to Beyond the Gates. And y'all better get over here with your devotion with me. Okay. Haley went after Bill like he was a target. Right. We don't know anything about Haley. I hope not. Ashley needs to get okay. She was careless leaving it behind. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you something. Had I been Danny, baby, I wouldn't have seen nothing. Now I'm sorry, I'd have went through that burst. I'd have had that phone waiting for that phone to continue to ring. See who else number was gonna pop up and write down numbers. Oh, honey, oh no. Oh no. Linda says, cuz I'm absolutely exhausted. Haley was sweet and naive until the fake pregnancy. Why? Right. And Bill ain't mentioned a credit card bill since he gave her that credit card. Today was the first and only time Ashley was useful. Is she trying to bring Danny or Bill down? I think it's Bill. All right, we got something else we can peer into. Do you all think that Elon is crooked, or has he been undercover all this time? Do you all think that Jacob O'Fine Daddy is really crooked, or do you think it's a possibility that he's been undercover, maybe working for the FBI or something all this time? Undercover. Elaine says, I understood Elon today. Why, Elaine? Because he's so fine. He's so fine. Ooh, ooh, and I love until the day. Frank says both. Elon may be undercover. I don't think he thought they would unalive Kenny. No, I don't think so. And now I'm thinking Bill didn't have nothing to do with that. I don't know. Now this show, I need them to hit the brakes a little bit. My God. Real Talk sent me yesterday that they have already filmed the Christmas episodes. They are way ahead in their filming. I think it's crooked as the day is long unless someone tells me otherwise. He may be. But Linda Hill says, I've always felt Elon was undercover. I have too, where I'm like, I don't know. And at first I thought, who I don't know that I think that about is Marcel. But then again, he entrusts Marcel with a lot. So they might have got called in on a case that they've been working for years. Because, when they work these kind of cases, they will work them for a long time so that they can get as much information as they can, get as many people as they can. And I think in the end, his son is going to have to end up eating humble pie when he finds out it's been an undercover assignment all this time. I do not understand. Could be possible that Vernon also did not understand. That could be true. Because y'all know I've been giving it to Vernon. Because he really did kept saying, I said pay him off. So I don't know. It was Joy who was such to do it with, but yeah, it was. Last question as we peer through the hole, through the keyhole. How do you think Haley will spend things now? And where is her purse? Because Danny, you a good one, baby. I wouldn't have gave. First of all, you gonna leave that with a stranger? A stranger? I mean, girl, we grew up in the time of stranger danger. Did you know we didn't mess around with stranger danger? We ain't did that. Why they do that at? I'm gonna need you to leave your ID behind, sir, if you taking me anywhere. No, I'm gonna wait on the ambulance. Did none of this make no sense? You take me. You didn't point at the woman. It was a whole white woman standing there. Look at this. It's a girl right here in a pink jacket. I mean, a pink vest. It's a whole white woman standing right here, too. There's another person back here. Why him? Okay, so how y'all think she gonna get out of this? Her lies will catch up with her. Where is the video from Uptown? Danny can simply show this to Bill and Naomi. Doug hasn't been with Randy for weeks. Yeah, because Randy is on the run for his life. Randy's supposed to have left town, the country. Not a whole white woman. Where was a whole white woman standing there? With a book bag in her hand, Jesus. But you're going to choose a big old man to take you? I don't know you. As the woman said in the color purple, I don't know you neither. Randy will take the phone purse over there thinking he is spending the night, and Bill will open the door. I don't know now. She pregnant. She done had a miscarriage. He ain't trying. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. So Bill knows that Randy. Okay, Bill knows Randy. Yeah, Bill knows Randy. Yes, Bill knows Randy. Because remember, he the one he came and gave him that money, or something to do with the money. He knows him. The first time, remember the first money drop off? Y'all got my wheels turning. I ain't got time to be messing with this foolishness. Her and Randy are working together. That is for sure. Last question, though. What did y'all think about the fact that they floated out there in the script that the theory that Danny and Bill may get back together? Haley gonna use the fake fall she took and gonna try to blame Danny. She can't. You got too many other things to explain. And how is this Danny fault that you was at Bill's office and flipped over a box? Girl, go away. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Haley. Haley was on the phone with Randy when she set up the miscarriage scheme while she was on the phone with Bill's office, and she said it's between us. Yes, I do believe. You know what I hate? I hate that I can't show clips on here. Baby, I made them little soundless videos that were like 5 seconds long, and baby, they was throwing flags on me. I was like, wait a minute, I'm gonna take it down. Don't strike my page, because y'all know I don't do nothing over here I ain't supposed to. Randy Sammy was supposed to be gone. Yeah, and so he got her phone, so he can't call her and say, hey, I'm on my way to bring you your stuff. So he could just walk up. Talk about the birds of a feather flocking in the sky together. I think Danny will save Bill, and he will want her. Yep. It would not be a surprise at all. I saw coming when Bill had the stroke. But see, Bill done turns, I don't know, Bill, you done some dumb stuff. That was a very good show today. It was. Today was too much. It was just too much. I give it 10s across the board. I hope tomorrow, because I text Linda, I was like, girl, wait till you see who showed up at Uptown for Haley. Just wait, girl. But the plot has indeed thickened. We ain't gonna say it ain't what it is. We ain't gonna say it ain't what it is. Listen, y'all, this was a good Linda says this show was a marathon. I like that. Who was that said that had me cracking up? Because girl, you made a good point today. Who was that said that? Was it Blackberry that said that Haley? I mean, what is her name? Ashley did something useful finally today. Girl, we needed you today. Ashley, you came through, girl. You came through, Ashley. Ashley. I may stop saying your name like that, girl. Today's episode is full of mystery and intrigue and walls. Haven't seen Jacob's mom. I say, how about Elon and Nurse Messi? Now, Elon got a wife. She works for the 911. She was the head of 911. The great thing is we've been waiting for Haley's development. Yeah, baby, and here it come rolling down the hill, rolling down the hill. And she is not the sweet little baby that we thought she was. Thanks to all who tuned in today. Please come back tomorrow for more. Blatant Truth. You know what Blatant Truth said? Blatant Truth said today was so good that she wants y'all to have a little dance break. Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? I got another song I want to play, but I don't know if they're going to get me. I'm going to play it one day and see what happens. I hope they don't get me. But in the meantime.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me.
Thank you, Blatant Truth. I appreciate it. But Linda, she always be like, yeah, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Yeah. So listen, somebody says they've never seen, didn't see Elon's wedding ring. Let's run it back, see if we see one. Oh, wait, there was one where he was making a drink. Nope. But maybe sometimes cops don't wear them because they don't want people to know personal things about them. But I do want to say one more time that Elon know how to wear a short shirt, honey. He do this how you wear a short shirt, Andre. This how you wear a short shirt. Listen, while y'all over here, don't forget to drop our hashtag down in the comments for me. It's hashtag time. Hashtag BTG Gatekeepers. Yay! All right, y'all. Let me see. Let me catch these last comments. Then we're going to get on out of here. Don't forget that tomorrow night is the Friday night fish fry. Now, if it's storming up this way, then I might have the fish fry on Saturday, y'all. I don't know. So we're going to see. But so far, we've been able to always do our little Friday night fish fry. The Lord be working it out so we can go ahead on and do that, you know. Mm-hmm. They said Haley was homeless. So when she was Naomi's friend, then, wait, that was when Haley started scheming. She was like, girl, I see a better life for myself. I'm going to get her daddy. You know, Bill is fine. I never trusted Haley from the start. Who was that said that? I was trying to click it and it went away. Oh, that was Frank G. Didi Mosquito is running on a long con. BTGJ, okay, unlocked, okay. Most of us don't trust Haley. Haley is a scheming, but it's a matter of time when she gets busted worse than a Ray Charles number. You know what? Thank you all for the hashtags. Now, before we get out of here, let's please take a moment to thank our mods.
Thank you, Mod Squad. KB Mommy, Destiny H, Bilo Didi, and Cousin Linda. Thank you.
You know, Carolyn, I think you got a point. It is a possibility that he's undercover because the way he checked little Jacob was something. He was like, and then one day I'm going to be able to bag this up and let you know the next time to stay up at my face, little boy. Y'all hit the like button on the way out, please. We need 10. It would be so wonderful. This also, I think, is the most people we've had check into the chat because at one time we had 70 people. I am waiting for the day that I see the number 100 up above. And baby, I better go ahead on and make my graphic for that because when I see 100 people down in this chat one day, baby, we going to party. We going to do it. We going to party. We going to do it. We is. Hit 100 people in the chat. Come on now. We was only 30 away tonight. Okay, thank you, Moz. Thank you, Tony Lynn, Belinda Hill. Thanks. And KB Mommy, we don't know if you got to tune in or not, but girl, we miss you, girl. We miss you, girl. We do. We do. I think Haley might be worse than Leslie because she is a little, touched. She is a little touched now. All right, y'all. So tomorrow night, Friday night fish fry. Y'all decide what y'all bringing to the fish fry. The only thing that we have for admittance for that night is to hit the like button. We will also have our goals for our super chat set. So have your $2 if you want to use it then, child. Use it on Friday night. But anyway, I love y'all strong. I love y'all hard. Thank you so much for coming over here and hanging with me. Let me do what I do. I so enjoy doing the reviews for this show. It's like the highlight of my day because it's always fun. Angelica says Elon is a do as I say, not as I do type. The law only applies when he says it is. I don't know if you mean him or Jacob, because I don't know. They both might have a little bit of that. Blatant Truth said it was a great show. Thank you very much. All right, you guys. So see you tomorrow night for the Friday night fish fry. This is that on Friday nights we open up the panel and you guys are able to come up. And after this week, I don't know how y'all ain't gonna be fighting to come up here and say something. The cameras are off. Don't nobody see you. We don't do nothing but here. You ain't gotta be able to speak like Martin Luther King or nobody. You ain't got to give I had a dream speech. If you come up long enough to say, you know what, I can't stand that old bald head, what's her name, then you could do that. You just can't cuss. But you can do that. Belinda Hill says that she is bringing cornbread and sweet potato pie. Girl, I can't wait. Save me a piece of that tater pie. Okay? What else y'all got on the menu for tomorrow? We know now KB got out of frying the fish because she's in Jamaica. But KB, you got to bring plantains. You got to bring us some plantains back, sis. We waiting on some plantains for you, okay? That's what we're going to need. Linda says she's bringing red beans and rice tomorrow. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, Belinda Hill says, and collard greens. What, girl? That's going to be nice. I'm gonna make y'all some Kool-Aid, red with a little lemonade in it. You know that's a good blend. Bilo Didi says, "Hey, gatekeepers, Miss Jen and Mod's just getting out of rehearsal. Hey, Bilo, we're gonna have a quick call after this. There's something I need to share with the mods. Okay." Casey Kendall says, "Hey, gatekeepers. Hey, Casey. Thank you for joining us. Better late than never. We done had us a good time over here because today's episode was OMG. Y'all think they can top this tomorrow? Do y'all think they could possibly top this tomorrow? Because I don't know. It would be a lot to top this tomorrow. It really would. All right, Carolyn McWilson says that phone call from Danny to Bill will help Danny out because at this point, Bill got to put 2 and 2 together. Bill better put 2 and 5, 7 and 6, 3 and 2. We don't care, but he better get to adding. Oh, girl, Mason jars for real. Yes, Mason jars. But I want y'all to, hey, look, don't try to lead with my Mason jars. Leave my Mason jars. You can drink the Kool-Aid. I'm gonna put some fresh lemons and oranges in it and everything. But listen, don't leave with my Mason jars. Carolyn McWilson, you are so right. Randy sure did give Bill the money. He did. Baby, if he show up at that door, I was the one that helped your wife. I'm going to be like, ooh. Because Bill done made it home. He didn't go to the hospital. I need these writers to chill out. I need them to chill out immediately. But listen, Miss Valjean, if you need somebody over there helping you write out some wild theories, girl, I am available. I am. I can see where some of this stuff should go, girl. My mind worked the same way, girl. Call me. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm for real this time. I got to get out of here. Listen. I hope everybody's having a great day. And if not, it's only 9:34. Read a book, eat a banana, eat some ice cream, call somebody you ain't talked to in a long time, watch something funny, go for a walk. Tell somebody off you've been need to tell off. Quit a job if you need to. If you got one, you got to have something in the reserve now. Do what you need to do. But I hope you're having a great day. And if you're not having a great day, remember there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? All right. Now, let's see who ends up with this last comment up here. Hold on. I think it's a possibility they get back together, Danny Bill. Ooh, I hope not. But if they do, because I want Leslie and Bill. I don't need no Danny and Bill together. I do not. I hope Bill will find out eventually that Haley is not really pregnant. I hope so too, Casey, as well. All right, you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Oh, yeah. And Fildo Xavier, keep doing what you do. That's very true. We enjoyed the episode today. Great job at directing, the camera shots and all of that. We really liked it. The coloring. Because I noticed when these colorings gets a little different to me. Sometimes it's a little darker, but everybody gets to make that choice how they want it to look. You know, how they want stuff to look, how they get these camera shots and stuff. So I really like those overhead shots and, you know, wider shots. Like I like that. So it's cool. All right. I will talk to you guys tomorrow evening. We're going to come and have us some fun. Make sure y'all have y'all little something to drink. I ain't talking about you ain't got to have alcohol, but you can have what you want to have. You sipping that, you sipping it. But if not, you know, leave the rest of us alone. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. I'll talk to y'all. Love you. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.